Texas tatted on my arm, got Houston on my back, cause I love the city I'm from. Hands up if you feel that.
Yo, YouTube, what it do? It's your boy, Mr. Big Shot, back with another video. And yes, you already know, it's about NBA2K20. If you don't know, 2K20 will be dropping September the 6th. The demo / prelude, I guess, whatever they want to call it, is coming out August the 21st. Before we continue, man, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Please, I need all the subscribers I can get. I'm trying to get that YouTube logo on the top of my player on 2K20. And subscribe so you can stay updated with the latest news on 2K before it drop, during, and after. Oh yeah, like the video. Trying to get 1,000 likes and views, so look out for your boy. If you haven't heard on Twitter, and if you don't have a Twitter, Mike Wayne, he been posting a lot of stuff about the new badges and shit that's supposed to be in the game. I'm gonna give you a breakdown on the badges and what I think they should do and how they should work. Here we go. So Agent Zero asked Mike Wayne on Twitter about badges returning, to 2K20. And his response was, "Here's one for you." I hope he was just talking directly to him. Smaller players can equip Giant Slayer. And so this is what I was saying about this. Two things. The word equip, number one. I haven't heard a lot of YouTubers talk about what that means, but one way or another, we're going to be able to equip certain badges. So all the new badges that we do have, some of them you may have to equip if you haven't earned them. And of course, you got to earn them in one way we don't know yet. But, and number two, the Giant Slayer. I already feel like in NBA 2K19, some of the smaller players can finish over some of the tallest builds already. And I always hear people talking about balancing the game. This right here is the reason why the game isn't balanced. I hope this is a fucking joke. Giant Slayer? Come on. It's nothing you should be able to do as a smaller player. For me, for instance, I'm making a pure athletic finisher 6'11". If you are driving and you're a 6'3" or 6'4", I'm an athletic finisher. I can block shots. Get that shit out of here. It shouldn't be no badge called the Giant Slayer. That's why the game isn't balanced already. If you're going to put Giant Slayer in the game, are you going to put a badge in it for big characters when you get that small person called Body Badge or something like that? Or something like that? Because that's crazy. If you're going to put a Giant Slayer badge in the game, you should also put in a badge to where, as a big person, I got the smaller matchup on me, I should be able to throw him out the way. But, y'all talking about taking that out of the game already. Okay, the next one, someone asked, is the Needle Threader badge all passing badges into one, or do we still have Diamond and Flashy Passer? And he tweeted, Mike Wayne, Diamond and Flashy Passer are separate and are still in the game. Okay, so now we just gonna have a new passing badge called Needle Threader, and Diamond and Flashy Passer is still in the game. And remember, we're trying to keep balance. So I hope the Needle Threading badge, I hope it does what it say. I hope that it's a badge where you can pass the ball into tighter areas, tighter windows, and and put the person that you're passing it to in a positive animation. For instance, the Needle Threader badge, I'm driving down the court with a playmaker. Someone else is a finisher or somebody at the rim. The Needle Threader badge should continue to lead them to the rim. I hate when someone passing me the ball as a slasher and they make me stop and shoot the ball. Like, that pass, automatically I'm going to the rim or something. It's a fast break badge. I mean, that's only on if it's a fast break. Or different situations to where you throwing it to a spot up shooter, you're able to get the ball through and put that shooter in an animation to where he just catch it and he's ready to shoot. The next one, Mike Wang goes on to explain microwave. So they're taking microwave out of the game, and it's going to be called hot start. And he tweeted, microwave was redesigned and changed to hot start. If you have this badge and you knock down your first jumper, you get a boost on your shooting rating for a period of time, for a small period of time. The more shots you knock down without missing, the longer you keep your boost. I think that is a great fucking idea, for the simple fact the badges are supposed to work like that, not just with microwave. Every badge that I get, if I'm continuously making shots, I should get a boost from my badge. For instance, I'm a dunker. If I get 2 dunks in a row, of course it's going toward my takeover, but it should boost my dunking for a small period of time. Just those boosts periodically to reward you for doing something great in the game. And that, like I said, that should be for every badge. I think adding that activity to that badge is great because, like I said, do it for every badge. Someone asked, is Posterizer still in the game? Mike Wang retweeted, Posterizer is gone. 2K20 will have contact finisher. So what they did was they took Relentless Finisher and Posterizer and made it one badge. I like that idea. That's a great idea because I always thought that was the same thing. And again, I'm a slasher. I always thought that was the same thing. So that'd be kind of cool to have 2 badges in one. I mean, the same badge. And I hope in the drills when you're doing this badge, I think they need to do it like they had it last year to where you can work on multiple badges at a time. I like that idea, and I like the idea of combining Posterizer and Relentless Finisher. The only thing about it is when it comes to getting it purple, like how do you separate the two when you're not a slasher? Because just because you get this badge, it shouldn't mean that you should posterize everybody just because you have it silver. I mean, I'm waiting to see how they're gonna separate the two, the posterizer from the contact finisher. I mean, from the relentless finish. Another person asked, is Euro Specialist going to be in 2K20 or is it going to still be called Acrobat? I understand why he asked that question, because in order to get your Acrobat badge, it's easier to go to practice and do Euros. And when you're playing in the park or in the Pro-Am, you do a Euro step and the Acrobat pop up. So I understand the question. Mike Wang replied, there's a badge called Fancy Footwork that helps you get past defenders with advanced gathers on the floor, and Acrobat is still in the game to help you finish at the rim. Acrobat should be designed, of course, when you're doing fancy layups, it helps you finish. So Fancy Footwork, I actually like it because it gives you a chance to do different gathers as you go into the rim. But how do you nerf this? Is this going to be a badge you equip? Because in one of the other tweets he said equip. And how do you, like I said, how do you get it? How do you earn it? And what size do you have to be to get this? So I like this idea, but how to nerf it in the game, we can only wait and see. My guy 5'7" on a good day. I feel you. He say, what are passing badges looking like this year? Out of Diamond, Flashy Pass, a Lob City Pass, a Pick and Roll Maestro, which will remain, which are gone. Mike Wayne respond by saying Pick and Roll Maestro is gone and it's going to be replaced by Needle Threader, which does a similar thing but extend to other situations, not just pick and roll situations. Again, I like that idea because if you're a true passer, you should be able to do something more than out of the pick and roll and dimer. So the only thing about that is if we have Needle Threader dimer is at the same thing. So it's like, I believe that needle threader should be a badge that helps you get passes in tighter situations. And dimer, of course, is you being a needle threader and actually putting the person that's receiving the pass in the best situation to make the shot. Someone asked, is defensive stopper still in 2K20, or is it split up like in 2K16 when it was perimeter lockdown defender and post lockdown defender? Mike Wayne replied, there are a lot of new defensive badges, clamps for perimeter locks and post move lockdown for paint defenders, just to name a few. And from that tweet, we know that it's going to be a couple of more defensive badges, which I'm cool with that. One of the things that we would like to know, though, is what does clamps do and what does perimeter lockdown do? Because if you all know, I don't know if you all know, the only purpose for defensive stopper, well, what the badge say, is that it only drops the person badges. Defensive stopper never helped you play better defense. I don't know if y'all knew that, you know what I'm saying? But it just depends on what clamps do, because we all know in NBA 2K, in 2K19, the shit was so outrageous for lockdown defenders. It's to the point to where it's bullshit when you see a lockdown defender on the court. A lockdown defender shouldn't be able to hold everybody. And that's where the problem began. The stick skill. We have to make sure that when you develop these games, you have some of the best people that play your product tested. When you have the developers testing it, they don't know how to do the shit that the people know how to do. You got to be able to get some real testers in there to see and show you what's wrong with the game. I mean, you make enough money, you can easily do that. But lockdown defenders was the biggest issue on this game. And we continue to talk about balance. If a person decides to say, I'm going to go all out defense or I'm going to go all out glass cleaner, their offensive statistics should be low. You decided to go up in here and make a goddamn lockdown defender. You shouldn't have corner three. You shouldn't have no corner specialist on silver. You shouldn't be able to Euro step through everybody. When you decide to make builds like that, come on. A glass cleaner open three. I mean, I'm not saying if a person is open, he can't make a shot. But let's be honest. DeAndre Jordan open at the three. He not going to continue to shoot threes. And he's definitely not going to be playing in a game to where the score is 18-18 in the park and DeAndre Jordan in the corner making a clutch corner three. No. Or a game-winning three. No. Nerf the lockdowns. Make us understand what clamps and post lockdown is. And it's got to be balanced. PG Craig replied to Mike Wayne. I guess he must have said something about deep range, dead eye, or limitless range or something. Because limitless range on this game is outrageous. Of course, we all know that. But Mike Wayne went on to say this. Limitless range was changed to range extender to boost threes, but also deep twos. I like that idea, but again, it just depends on how people use it in the game. I don't think that range extender should be a badge to where you can come down in the park and shoot half-court threes. That's bullshit. It's got to be some kind of balance with everything. Unless, like I said, I know it should be rare that a person makes a half-court shot. I mean, that has everything to do with timing. Now, the further you away from the goal is what I heard that's supposed to have been in the game. I don't understand why it took so long for y'all to say something about it. But the further you're away from the goal, the smaller your shot meter should be to make it harder for you to hit those shots. But on 2K, motherfucker, or NBA 2K19, motherfucker get they takeover badge and they shooting it damn near on the other side of the court with ease. Come on. We need the balance and we need to have the badges actually work. I like range extender, though. I think that might be a pretty good badge. So I guess someone asked, is Charge Card going to be returning to the game? And Mike Wayne replied, we tried to cut the badges that we felt nobody wanted. Charge Card is one of them. I feel you. Charge Card is one of the most useless badges on the fucking game. It don't work right when you do try to set a charge. They just push you out the way. They bump you and slide right by you. Like, if I'm sitting there holding B to take a charge and you run into me, that's when Charge Card should activate and I should flop out the way. You know, they want you to press double B, I guess, when you see that happen, to try to make Charge Card a skill, but taking it out the game is definitely a plus. Someone asked, is Fade Ace badge back? Mike Wayne replied, we have a deep fades badge that helps you hit post fades from further out. Depending on how it works, it might be some cheese, it might not. But one of the things that I would like to add about this is, I like that we add in a post fade badge because the post scores, my best player on 2K19 is a 95 slash and post score. I'm not a cheese character. And see, this is why a lot of people always say that the post scores need to be reworked or changed. Because a lot of these people that play with post scores, they some cheese ass characters. They make 7'3", 290 post scores and all they do is post up cheese, and then when they get their takeover, it's over. You gotta be able to, that's the reason why I like the defensive post badge. You shouldn't be able to post move cheese. And a lot of people that do that, they swear they're the best post scores. I don't play like that and I get buckets on anybody. So having post move badges, I really like it. And you only have drop stepper and post spin technician. Post scores do more than that. So I like that they're adding post score badges. Someone asked, will we see a step back badge this year? Mike Wayne replied by saying, ankle breakers is still the main badge for more effective step back dribble moves. A new badge called Space Creator for more effective step back jumpers. So I guess depending on how that works, but I feel like this is an animation badge. Because a person has Space Creator, is that going to put me in a flying animation just because he has that badge? But if I'm playing good defense, so I guess it depends on the animation and how OP they make the badge. Someone also asked, have you guys ever thought about bringing back Interceptor? Whew. He just simply replied by saying Interceptor is back. And I'm pretty sure everybody on here feel the way I feel. Interceptor was in the game this year. The damn passing lanes was horrendous. Like, everything shouldn't be a steal. You shouldn't just be able to press X and your fucking man glide across the sky or dive in the air to make a pass. No. I believe that some of these badges that they do give away should be skill-based badges, not animations. Skill-based badges. Defense is definitely one of those badges because you have to manually move your thumbs and manually anticipate or mentally anticipate where a person is going. So Interceptor, man, it was already in this year's game. So if you don't make it how the passes were being intercepted this year, maybe the badge will be good. All right, someone asked, will tireless scores still be a badge in 2K20? Also, will badges still have levels that vary from bronze to Hall of Fame? He responded by saying, tireless score was removed and its functions was broken up into two separate badges, relentless finisher and tireless shooter. And yes, badges still have 4 levels. I guess that'll be cool. Tireless score was really, nobody really, Don't nobody really be playing the game until they're completely out of energy and still shoot the ball. Some people do that, but tireless score ain't just really no big deal. So I guess they revamped it to where you have the different badges for people that continuously shoot, but you gotta tone down the goddamn sharpshooters in the stretches. I guess somebody must have asked about the volume shooter badge in the previous 2Ks. And Mike Wayne responded by saying volume shooter is also back with a better logic. And I don't have a problem with volume shooter. It's just that I know when it was in the previous 2K, if you didn't shoot the ball, you were cold. Don't give sharpshooters a reason to continue to jack. So hopefully the logic that they have in 2K20 is better than the previous 2K. Someone asked, are you guys bringing back post hook specialists? Mike Wayne replied by saying, yeah, it's called deep hooks. It's a Kareem badge. It sound good, and of course I'm all for giving post scores more badges, but let's not have it cheese to where just because you 7-3, because you know a lot of people gonna make 7-3 post scores again. I also think that 7-3 characters, no matter what you are, you should take a tremendous hit in your stats. You can't have 7-3 dudes walking around here playing like, 6'8", 6'9" dudes. Let's be realistic. 7'3" dudes, man, they barely have athleticism. It's only with the exception of a few NBA players. A lot of 7'3" guys can't do much. I guess someone asked about, the free throw ace being a badge. And Mike Wayne replied by saying free throws are back to being an attribute, which makes more sense. It's self-explanatory. It's stupid to have a free throw badge. You barely shoot free throws in the game. I guess somebody was trying to say you should make the shot meter so everyone can see it. So Mike Wayne replied by saying that's how 2K20 is currently set up. You see exactly what the shooter sees in online matches. That's kind of good, but then at the same time, it could be bad. And I heard him say, and I heard other YouTubers say that you get a boost if you turn it off. So if you turn your shot meter off, everybody won't see it because it makes the game so predictable when you see green releases every time. So the more skilled players, it'll be best for you to turn your shot meter off, in my opinion. Someone also asked, is there a badge called First Step badge? Mike Wayne replied by saying, yes, it's called Quick First Step. Depending on who can get this badge, I think this is going to be a good badge because I would like to see them do more from the triple threat position. It's not a lot that you can really do in the triple threat position. So quick step, that'll be a good badge, like I said, just to give those players that have that quick first step a chance to, do what they're trying to do. Someone asked, are the elite off-ball players separated with a badge, or is there an attribute for that? Mike Wayne said, slippery off-ball badges give you more success with the new off-ball juke moves to get open, which is cool. I like that. It also helps you get free of defenders who are trying to jam you up. And we all know that the pick system on this year's game was trash. A lot of people learned that you can post up and somebody will get stuck on a pick every time. So I'm pretty sure that's the reason why they put these off-ball jukes and slippery badges in the game, because that post-up cheese work better than a pick. A person can have a brick wall and a dude run right around them, but you can post up cheese and you get stuck every time. Come on. Okay, so the last tweet that I'm going to talk about is someone asked, will there be more rebounding badges or animations in 2K20? I understand the question because, you really don't have a lot of badges for rebounders either, but Mike Wayne replied by saying, there are always new animations added. A few rebounding badges. Rebound chaser helps you chase down long rebounds. Worm helps you get around box out. And box makes it tougher from worms. All right, so you have a couple of different rebounding badges, which is cool. I just hope they work. And who gets those badges? Because I'm pretty sure some of these big men should be able to get worm badges, because most of the time we're the ones that's getting picked. Every time, every big man don't have to get stuck on a pick. We should be able to get those badges. So it just depends on who gets those badges and if they work. Well, that's all I got for this video. I hope you continue to watch, follow, like, and comment. And again, don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to get all the subscribers again. Like I said, I'm trying to get the YouTube logo on my name in 2K20. So until next time, I'm out.
I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up.
Put his loose chains, take his boo thing out the PF chains and take him K get steak or something. Better tell mankind undertaker. Cause the how you said I'm just fine in the right place at the wrong time. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding. I might slip out at me, but I won't be a victim.
I'm in this when I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up.